Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Schatten im Vatikan. Hier ist Sabine die Cat und wir ermitteln immer noch in der Bank. Können wir sie noch irgendetwas fragen?
I don't see why I should show her this object.
Okay, dann hören wir hier mal
Thanks
auf.
for helping me.
My pleasure, James.
So.
It seems like a collection of prayers. I'm not used to stealing. Mrs. Morano.
Oh, James, I beg your pardon.
For what?
Well, you see, just by chance, I overheard your conversation with my good ear,
By chance?
and a small detail came to mind. Recently, a man came to my house asking the same questions as yours. You know, about my husband, his job, and the bank? A tall man, very kind, and wearing a black suit. Not so different from you, James.
Cristoforo.
It's just that, well, how to explain? He didn't have your charm, my dear.
What did you talk about?
Well, of course, I immediately asked him if he was married. You know, for my daughter. But guess what? He said he was a priest. What bad luck. Hey, wait a minute. You aren't a...
No, I'm not a priest. I'm starting to consider writing it on my shirt.
Oh well, it's not so important. You're American, right? And priests can get married in America.
Not every priest. Marriage is permitted only to Anglican priests, for example.
Anglo what? Oh, I don't understand all these religions at all. Such as the one with that fat god, always seated.
Anglican religion is just a form of Christianity. Just like Catholicism.
Oh, really? I don't know. Never heard of it.
And Buddha is not a god. But I think it's better to get out of this vortex. Mrs. Morano.
Oh yes, sorry. So this fellow was particularly interested in an old book of my Antonio's. I don't know what was written in it. It was too boring for me to read. But near the end, I saw my husband writing a lot of things in it. Things about work, I suppose.
Is it possible to see it?
I haven't got it anymore. You see, the priest insisted that I lend him the book for a few days. I didn't feel like giving him something that belonged to my dear Antonio, but he practically begged me, and he offered me something in exchange.
What was that?
That book of prayers you see on the table over there.
So that is Cristoforo's book.
I couldn't refuse the exchange, you understand. It would have been just like, I don't know, refusing a gift sent directly by the Lord. And believe me, it's better if he's not angry with me, especially at this time. Moreover, the priest told me the book was very, very important to him.
Did he explain why?
Yes, and that's the strangest thing. You see, he said the Book of Prayers was given to him by one of his American friends, a priest called James.
I'm pretty sure I never gave that book to Cristoforo.
What a fool that I didn't understand before. You are American, right? And your name is James. So it's either an incredible coincidence or...
I know that man.
Exactly.
Gibt es Zufälle?
Mrs. Morano, it's very important for me to have a look at that book of prayers.
Well,
Is there any problem?
listen, James. You're a nice guy, and I'm sure you're perfect for my daughter.
Thank you. I think.
But I'm very protective of my personal things, especially those that allow me to ask favors of God.
Is she talking about prayers?
But even apart from that, don't you think it's strange that you'd like to take back a gift you gave to a friend?
Yeah. It's just... It's a long story that Cristoforo has invented. And I need to understand why.
I have no proof that you're the same James, the one the priest talked about. Do you understand me?
But I told you I know him. We're old friends. His name is Cristoforo.
I don't remember his name. Anyway, it could be a coincidence. I believe in coincidences, you know. Like the fact that the name of my neighbor's daughter is Anna, just like me. Isn't it incredible?
It's a small world.
The James he was talking about was a priest, like him. But you told me before you're not a priest.
As a matter of fact, I was a priest.
Okay then. Call him, so I can be sure you're friends.
I can't. Cristoforo had an accident. Now he's in the hospital.
Oh, that kind man. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope his condition is not serious. Well, let's do it this way. Convince me you were a priest. I am sure you have something that can prove it, right?
Na sicher haben wir sowas im
I
Inventar.
don't know what to show her.
So, das heißt, mal hoch hier. Wo ist meine Maus? Unsere Bibel.
Here's my Bible. How many people do you know with a Bible in their pocket? And how many people do I know with a book of prayers in their pocket? Please, Anna. I really need that book.
All right then. But don't take it away with you, okay? And when you're finished, please remember, you owe me a favor.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So, schnappt man sich das Buch, bevor sie sich's anders überlegt?
Now that I have permission.
Ja.
It's signed James, but it's in Cristoforo's handwriting. What did he want to tell me? I should write it down in the notepad.
Dann sehen wir hier eine
I can't do
Erhebung.
this with my bare hands.
Wenn du die Dunkelheit durchstreifst, schaue zum Kreuz und das Licht wird in seinen längeren Arm ausdehnen. Wird seinem längeren Arm ausdehnen, um dir den Weg zu weisen. Gut, das ist ein Hinweis, den brauchen wir ein bisschen später. Also erstens brauchen wir jetzt mal das Skalpell, um die Erhebung hier aufschneiden zu können. Die wird
It
sich
seems there's a
freuen.
coin, or something like a small medal. It's a small medal with the picture of a saint. There's a Latin inscription on the back.
So,
The picture on the small medal represents Pope Leone I. There's an inscription on its back. Ecclesiam Sancti Leonis de Leprignano. Cristoforo wanted me to recover this if something happened to him. Maybe I should investigate more. I'll write down the Latin sentence in my notepad.
so, und das Buch, gehen wir wieder zurück.
Here's your book.
Oh, thank you, James.
Well, time to go then. Thanks again for your help.
Wait a minute, young man. You owed me a favor, don't you remember?
Yeah, right. Sorry. What's it about? I'm guessing either wedding bells or sugared almonds.
You must promise a date to my daughter.
No kidding. Well,
Come on, I helped you. Have you forgotten?
yeah. Okay.
Don't say anything.
I heard you, dear.
Miss Morano,
Paula.
Paola, I think that we'll see each other again.
It's a start. Thank you so much, young man. Bye-bye.
I've got nothing else to ask her.
So,
I have nothing to ask her.
gut, dann gehen wir raus. Ah, Errungenschaft freigeschaltet, Zen-Meister. Die bekommt man übrigens nur, wenn man wirklich nichts unterbricht und mit allen beiden redet. Okay, wir gehen jetzt zur Piazza Farnese.
I no longer believe it's necessary to enter a church to talk with God.
Ist es nicht?
I don't want to go in. I'm almost allergic to places where wealth is so prominently displayed.
Ach, hier müssen wir rein. Ach, Haus der heiligen Brigitta. Ich wollte beim Haupttor rein. Okay, Seitengasse rein. Es ist schon ein bisschen länger her, dass ich das gespielt habe, Entschuldigung. Die gibt sich gerade die Kante. Schwester.
Hello, sister.
God bless you for your help. I don't know what I would have done without you.
I wish I could have done more.
Just my luck. It had to be today when I'm all alone. Can you promise not to tell anyone about this?
Don't worry. I'm neither a journalist nor a big mouth.
So what are you? Wait a minute. If it wasn't for the way you're dressed and your accent, I'd say you're one of us.
I left the priesthood many years ago. Now I'm a doctor.
Oh, that's why. A doctor. In fact, it seemed to me before, with your friend on the floor, you were at ease.
I'm much more at ease when my friends stand on their feet, actually.
Oh, sorry. I said a stupid thing, didn't I?
Never mind. We're all a bit shocked. I haven't seen anyone else around. Why are you all alone?
Oh my God, why did this have to happen today? Of all days. They trusted me to stay here alone for a few days. What a terrible coincidence!
Where did they go?
Well, here and there, but most of them went on a pilgrimage to Medjugorje with the Mother Superior. I would have loved to go with them, but I have this problem with airplanes. And I think there must be a reason God created us without wings. Have you ever been to Medjugorje?
Once. When I was younger.
And what did you see?
Not much.
Oh, I understand. You're the type of cynical man who always says, non constante. Oh, what is the expression? Supernatural, isn't it?
De supernaturalitate. I try to analyze miracles and apparitions cum grano salis. It's just caution, that's all.
It seems to me your studies have taken you far from the right road. You had a crisis of faith, didn't you?
I've dealt with so many crises in my life I can fill a long list. But faith is not on that list. You rent rooms in this convent, right?
Yes, of course. Do you need one?
No, thank you. I've already found a place to stay.
The Brigadine nuns can offer you such a relaxing stay. We even have a big library upstairs. It was not by chance that your friend chose this place. Hey, now that I think about it, you can keep him company. Sorry, sometimes I talk too much. They call me Sister Big Mouth. It's the nickname the Mother Superior gave me.
Don't you worry, Sister...
Sister Candida. It's just that I'm not used to having complicated assignments, like this one, for example.
What do you usually deal with?
I help in the lunch hall. Oh my God, I hope I'm not thrown out after what happened today. Listen, young man, this is a decent place. And if someone knew I wasn't careful enough, well, I haven't done anything wrong, right? It was just an accident. Please don't spread the news around.
I won't, sister. I am a discreet person, and I know it wasn't your fault. The concern this woman shows for Cristoforo's health really touches my heart, but it's better this way. I don't want other people to be involved in this situation. At least until I understand what the hell is going on here.
So, ich würde sagen, an dieser Stelle mache ich wieder eine kurze Pause. Bedanke mich vielmals fürs Zuschauen. Hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, ich würde mich natürlich sehr freuen über ein Like. Vergesst nicht zu abonnieren, vergesst nicht zu kommentieren und vergesst nicht die Glocke einzuschalten. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.